All right, you guys, I'm very excited to get you this up here. An article that I came across a couple weeks ago on motorcyclesdata.com. So this article is very short. It's a very interesting read. I highly recommend you guys get out there and check it out. I'll have a picture of it up here somewhere, at least so you can see what I'm talking about, but you could go on their site, search it, find it real quick. They're claiming that in 2014, Harley Davidson had 345,203 motorcycles sold that year. They're claiming that as of the last 10 years, Harley Davidson has been in a huge decline, and I know that that's true based off the numbers from last year. In 2020, they only sold 177,000 motorcycles, which is less than half of what they did in 2014. So this article uses that as an illustration to show the steady decline that Harley Davidson has been in for quite a while. They're saying that 2023 was the worst year on record, with a sales record of 169,931 units sold that year. The good news, though, is what this article is saying is that contrary to what we thought in 2024 with this new model coming out from Harley Davidson, the total redesign of the front fairing of these bikes, a lot of people anticipated a very low number of sales, especially since Harley Davidson has cut a lot of motorcycles out of their lineup. They're streamlining everything down. They're giving you very few choices. And I think it is imperative that we pay attention to the sales this year. So quarter one and quarter two were not that great. The sales were trending downward. We're seeing right now, as of this time, August sales figures. So from January to August of 2024, they are at 134,597 units sold. That's an 11% gain over where they were at in 2023 at this time of year. So it goes against what I thought. Personally, from what I've been seeing with Harley Davidson, I've seen an absolute ton of loss in sales in 23, and I assumed that since they came out with this new model, and Harley Davidson sales are driven primarily by their core base of riders that have been in the industry for 30 plus years riding traditional Harley Davidsons. One thing that the core base of Harley Davidson riders does not really embrace, and that's the innovation. They like the motorcycles based off the nostalgia and the reliability that Harley Davidson is known for. I know a lot of people are going to say reliability, Harley, they don't go hand in hand, but there's quite a bit of 100-year-old Harley Davidsons on the road still running right now and being raced. Reliability is there with proper maintenance and upkeep. So I'm astounded to see the numbers at 135,000 units sold this year, especially because a couple months ago I went into a dealership and I showed you guys all the motorcycles they had on the floor, all the 2024 touring models that are not being sold. Now, the pricing is right on point with where it should be. It's low enough that I think it is actually affordable to most people. I know a lot of people are going to argue that, but $26,000 for a premium touring motorcycle with the updated fairing, all the advancements in technology that you are now getting from Harley Davidson, and the performance and reliability of this new engine, I think this was their year, and we're going to see by the end of the year if that holds true. With sales numbers already at 135,000 for the year, I'm estimating that we're going to end at 190, somewhere around that for the entire year of 2024, which is going to put us 20,000 units ahead of where we were at the previous year. I believe this is a trend towards the better. This article points out that they think this is going to be a trend towards Harley Davidson regaining its platform. I know that we've seen a lot of people threatening against protests. They're claiming that Harley Davidson went woke. I don't like the fact that Harley is planning on producing motorcycles overseas and shipping some of their bikes overseas for production. Then again, I also don't like those models, and I'm not a huge fan of those models of motorcycle. And I don't think they're gonna gain as much driving force as Harley Davidson thought that they were. Just like we've seen with the Street 500 and the Street 750, I don't think sales are going to be there. But to put into perspective where Harley Davidson is year after year in sales, this article is claiming that Indian motorcycles were only at around 12,000 units sold the previous year. So I really don't think that there's much competition in the market for Harley Davidson. There's not really too many people competing in the cruiser market anywhere near the volume and number that Harley Davidson is putting out. So I think this is a trend in the upwards, regardless of all the bad publicity and negativity and how we feel about Harley Davidson. There's a new generation of people that are getting involved in the industry, and they are geared towards Harley Davidson, but they're also geared towards a higher performance side that we haven't really seen a demand in from Harley Davidson in a long time. But I think this is a resurgency, and I think that Harley Davidson numbers are going to continue to grow throughout the year. Let me know what you guys think. This article is showing that sales are up for Harley Davidson. I guess we'll wait until we see the end numbers, and I'm really excited to see what they do in 2025, whether or not they produce a new lineup of motorcycles or whether they really buckle down on performance and they get us the bikes and the power that we want.